My name is Emma, and I'm a quiet observer, always finding joy in the little things. At 29, I've built a career in marketing, but my heart belongs to my family. As the eldest, I often played the peacekeeper between my younger brother Liam and our parents. Mom was always busy organizing everything, while Dad enjoyed the simpler moments. Though I've always loved my life, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was missing. Little did I know, one Christmas, a chance encounter would change everything, opening my heart in ways I never expected. The Christmas lights twinkled outside the window, casting a warm glow on the living room walls. The scent of pine and cinnamon wafted through the house as I adjusted a stray ornament on the tree. It was my first Christmas home in years, and while I had planned for a cozy family reunion, fate had something far more unpredictable in store. "Emma, could you help me with the decorations?" my mom called from the kitchen. She was always in charge of making Christmas magical, and I was her reluctant assistant this year. "Coming, Mom," I replied, setting down a cup of cocoa and heading into the chaos of garlands and ribbons she had strewn across the dining table. My brother Liam, forever the joker, was stringing lights on the porch, loudly singing off-key carols that made the neighbors laugh. Dad was tinkering with the old train set that circled the base of the Christmas tree. Amid all this festive noise, the doorbell rang. I wasn't expecting anyone, so I peeked out the window and saw a man standing there, bundled in a scarf and carrying a small suitcase. "Who's that?" Liam shouted from the porch. "No idea," I said, opening the door cautiously. The man smiled nervously. "Hi, I'm Noah. I'm staying at the guest house next door, but my heating's out. I was wondering if I could use your phone to call someone." His voice was warm with a tinge of embarrassment, and his nose was pink from the cold. Before I could respond, Mom appeared behind me, her hostess instincts kicking in. "Oh no, dear, you can't stay in the cold like that. Come in," she said, ushering him inside before he could protest. Noah hesitated, glancing at his shoes. "I don't want to intrude. I just need to call the landlord." "Nonsense," Mom insisted. "It's Christmas. You can't be alone in a freezing house." Before long, Noah was seated at the dining table, a steaming mug of cocoa in his hands. I couldn't help but notice how his dark hair curled slightly at the ends, or how his eyes seemed to light up when he laughed at Liam's jokes. He was polite, grateful, and a little shy, which made me curious. Over the course of the evening, I learned bits and pieces about him. Noah was a graphic designer who had recently moved to the area. He had rented the guest house to have a quiet holiday away from the city. His family was scattered across the country, and he hadn't been able to visit them this year. I felt a pang of sympathy. No one should be alone on Christmas. "You're staying for dinner," Mom declared, her tone leaving no room for argument. Noah laughed softly. "I'd hate to impose." "It's settled," Mom said, waving him off. "We always have too much food anyway." Dinner was lively, filled with laughter, stories, and the sound of Liam groaning about how much he had eaten. Noah fit in seamlessly, even helping with the dishes afterward despite Mom's protests. As the evening wound down, we gathered around the tree. Dad brought out the old photo albums, and Liam teased me mercilessly about my childhood Christmas outfits. Noah listened intently, laughing along, but his gaze lingered on me when he thought I wasn't looking. Later, as I walked Noah to the door, he paused. "Thank you for letting me crash your family Christmas," he said, his voice soft. I didn't realize how much I missed this kind of warmth. "You're welcome anytime," I replied, surprising myself with the sincerity in my voice. The days that followed were a blur of snowball fights, baking cookies, and decorating gingerbread houses. Noah became a part of it all, slipping into our family traditions like he'd been there forever. He and I grew closer, sharing quiet conversations over coffee in the mornings, or laughing as we untangled the endless knots in the Christmas lights. On Christmas Eve, after everyone else had gone to bed, Noah and I stood outside watching the snow fall. The world was hushed, wrapped in a blanket of white. He turned to me, his face lit by the glow of the porch light. "This has been the best Christmas I've had in years," he said, "and it's because of you." I felt my cheeks flush, but before I could respond, he reached out, gently brushing a stray snowflake from my hair. "Emma, I know we just met, but this feels right. Like I was meant to be here, with you." I didn't know what to say. My heart felt full, and the air seemed to buzz with possibility. So instead of speaking, I leaned in and kissed him, the snow swirling around us like something out of a dream. Christmas morning was filled with surprises, but none compared to the one Noah gave me. As we exchanged gifts, he handed me a small box. Inside was a delicate snowflake pendant, its silver edges catching the light. "For the woman who made this Christmas unforgettable," he said, his voice full of emotion. As I fastened the necklace around my neck, I realized something. This Christmas wasn't just about family or traditions. It was about the unexpected connections that bring us together, the warmth we share, and the love that grows in the most surprising places. Noah stayed for the rest of the holidays, and when he finally returned to the guest house, it was only to pack his things. By New Year's, he had moved into our neighborhood, a decision that made everyone smile, especially me. Looking back, I can't imagine my life without that fateful knock on our door. Noah didn't just bring warmth to a cold night. He brought a love I never knew I was missing. And every year as we decorate the tree together, I remind myself that sometimes the best gifts are the ones you never expect. If you enjoy the story, please like, subscribe, and share.